Guys, Angus here, got another airsoft gun video for you guys today. As you can see, we're outdoors, meaning today we've got a performance test. Today's performance test, we're going to be chronoing a gun and also firing some shots downrange to see how accurate that particular weapon is. The gun we're going to be testing out is the one currently in my hands. This is the King Arms P90 TR Airsoft AEG with full FN Herstal trademarks. This is a rather nice gun. If you're interested in purchasing it, there'll be a link down below in the description to airsoftStation.com where you can buy this gun for about $230. Now with that being said, let's go ahead and start off this video by chronoing the gun. For the chronograph, we have our included 300 round high capacity P90 magazine, loaded up with 0.2 gram BBs, and also, from when we test out the gun's rate of fire, we have the included 8.4 volt 1100 milliamp small type battery charged up and ready to go inside the gun. So with that being said, let's take a few shots with the X-Tech Chrono, see how hard the P90 shoots. Alright, so we have the X-Tech Chrono set up. Let's see how hard this gun fires with 0.2 gram BBs. 375.6, 374.9, 371.5, 367, 373, 373, and 378. So right around the 375, 380 feet per second area. Now let's check out this gun's rate of fire and its rounds per second. 11.38 rounds per second, which as you can see, converts roughly into about 683 rounds per minute. Alright, so chronograph results are somewhat pleasing to me on the King Arms P90. Feet per second wise, we're seeing right in the 370 to more so the 375 feet per second area, which is a perfectly good FPS, especially if you wanted to take the P90 out into a field environment like what is set up behind me. That's a great FPS. It's solid, not too high, and not too low. However, that being said, this is more so of a CQB gun. At least most of the CQB fields around here tend to cap a limit of about 350 FPS, so with an FPS slightly high, this might miss out on being allowed to be used in your CQB fields, unless of course they chrono with 0.25 grams, with which this gun would be perfect for CQB. Otherwise, rate of fire on the guns, it's respectable. It certainly isn't that bad, especially since we're running off of an 8.4 volt that came with the gun. We're seeing right around the 680, 700 rounds per minute area and about the 11.5 rounds per second area. So rate of fire is respectable. Feet per second is pretty good, just might be a little bit too high for CQB. Now let's go ahead and take a few shots downrange to see how accurate the King Arms P90 is. For the accuracy test, we're going to keep the same battery, but switch up to 0.25 gram BBs and adjust our gun's hop up. So let's go ahead, fire at about 110 feet, see how accurate this gun is. Alright, so we've got our crude lawn chair target set up about 110 feet away. We've got our magazine loaded with 0.25 gram BBs, our hop up adjusted. Let's go ahead and take a few shots, see how accurate this gun is. Semi-automatic up first. Keep in mind, guys, there is a slight breeze blowing today, therefore some shots might be not right on target. Alright, semi-automatic looking pretty accurate. Let's try full auto. Same thing, looking pretty accurate. Alright, so accuracy-wise, the King Arms P90 isn't looking half bad. Semi-automatic, we're seeing some pretty good consistency, a couple zingers flying off to the left or the right or dropping in front of the target. That might just be due to the wind. However, the gun could be a little bit more accurate on semi-auto, but overall fairly consistent. Full auto, same thing. We're seeing the majority of the burst coming into contact with the target, couple zingers there as well. The main thing about full auto, though, deals with the gun's magazine. P90 high caps are known for just generally sucking. They're not very good mags because, unlike traditional high caps, they're not gravity fed. This thing can stop feeding at any time, but you may have noticed in the accuracy test the number of BBs coming out getting less and less as I shot more and more. That's due to the magazine. So the accuracy on the gun isn't half bad, just the magazine itself when you're using the high cap doesn't feed properly, and therefore a couple times you might not even get any shots off at all. But overall, the King Arms P90 performance-wise performs fairly well with accuracy and pretty darn good on the chrono with a solid FPS, consistent at about 370, 375 feet per second, and a rate of fire of around the 700 rounds per minute area off of the included battery. So with that being said, guys, this has been Deathcore Airsoft's performance test of the King Arms P90 TR. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe.